Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel BIM for Construction. So in this today Navisworks tutorial episode, we will be discussing about how you can create the sets and what is the difference between selection sets and the search set. Okay, so as you can see here, selection set as a definition itself, it is saying that whatever element you have selected. Let's say if you have selected 4 HVAC air terminals or 4 flow drains or whatever firefighting sprinkler 2 to 3, any count if you have selected and you have created set, then whenever you are selecting that particular set, only those particular elements will be selecting. 3 sprinkler or 2 flow drain if you have selected, or how many air terminals you have selected, only those quantities will be selecting always. It's not related to Revit that you have added multiple quantities in your files, but it will be always selecting those selected sets only. But in the case of such set, it is a dynamic group of items. It means you have given one property to Navis that this sprinkler, I am giving you sprinkler, so you have to search for sprinkler in the full project and you have to save this as a search set. So it will be searching for sprinkler in full project and saving it as a set. And again, if you added some more sprinkler in the Revit file and again you have exported the Navis with the updated version, again those additionally added sprinkler will be automatically counted in that particular search set. So this is dynamic group of items we will be discussing in the video as a sample. Also you can see here few here only for that project. Also selection set will be only for that project because in this we have manually selected, but search set we can share with our teammates also because it is searched with some kind of properties. Okay, so let's start between the search set and the selection set. So here you can see I am having one building and I have appended architectural, drainage and every discipline file. So we'll be learning it with the HVAC file, that what is the difference between selection set and the search set. Okay, then we will be also discussing what is the use of creating those sets. Right now, as you can see here, I have placed some air terminals, diffuser, supply diffuser here, and I want to create a set for the supply diffuser because from the HVAC file, selecting file from here is selecting the full file, and I need to create one set so that each time if I'm clicking on that particular set, I am only selecting the supply diffusers. Okay, supply diffuser air terminal only, because here I don't have any option which is saying that you are selecting the supply air diffuser air terminals only. Okay, so for that reason we have to create sets. If you want to select a particular category independently, then the your full Navisworks file, so you have to create the set. So this is the first benefit of creating set, and another benefit is also there whenever we are running the clash detection tool here. So let's say if you are running the clash detection here between the HVAC and the water supply, in that case it will be running the full clash between water supply pipes, fittings versus the HVAC ducting, mechanical equipment, whatever the things are in the HVAC file, it will be running the full clash with the water supply full file. But let's say if you don't want to run the clash detection between the full files, you only want to run the clash detection between the HVAC ducts and the water supply, let's say equipment, mechanical equipment. If there is an heater, you can see we are having a heater, or if you want to run between the duct versus pipes only, no need to run the clash between the duct fitting versus the pipe fitting, nothing and all. Okay, so for that one you have to create a separate set for the ducts, then separate set for the pipe. Then in the clash detection you have to simply make sure that you are clicking on the sets and then you can select those sets here. You will be selecting duct set here and you will be selecting pipe set here. So this is how the sets are useful in selecting our particular file from the selection tree and also in the clash detection tool. Okay, let's start how you can create the selection set. Let's say if you want to create the selection set for this 4 air terminals. So first we will be discussing about the selection set. So I am creating a selection set here 1 2 3 4. In this step I have manually selected those air terminals. Okay, I have manually clicking and then I have pressed the control command here to select the multiple one. and I have manually picked all those 4 A terminal. You can select multiple as per your requirement. You can select this walls also, you can select the inspection chamber, whatever you want to select. Okay, after that you have to click here on the save selection. Okay, once you clicked here, you can see selection set is created. You can mention it as a air terminal supply, let's say. Okay, so we have created this set. Now here you can also see the symbol of the selection set, and above one is the symbol of search set. So for now I am deleting this one, we will be creating it again. So you can see whenever I am clicking on this selection set, it will be highlighting those elements which I have selected during creating these sets. Also, it will be highlighting those quantities in the selection tree also. And now you are having one more option in the selection tree other than standard, compact and properties sets. So all the sets you have created here, you will be seeing those here. Okay, so as I told you, first benefit is to, like, if you want to see only those particular set and you want to hide everything from here, you can click on the sets hide unselected, so everything will be hidden. But this process can't be done from here because we cannot have in HVAC, there is nothing say that the air terminal, those 4 air terminal is located in this particular tree and you can hide everything rest of this. There is no method to do such things from here. Okay, so let me unhide everything. So this is how you can create the selection tree. You can select the walls. Let's say if you want to select those walls, you can simply select those walls. You can create the selection set. If you want to create the selection set for this particular ducting, you can select those equipment ducting and then you can create the set again. Now this time if you don't want to go and save from here, you are having the option to save from here also, save current selection. And this window, how you can bring this window back, here you are having an option manage set. You will be clicking on this and this window will be again visible to you. Okay, so you are aware how to create the selection set. Now how to create the search set. Okay, in this case, creating search set, we have to provide Navisworks as some property to search for that, to look for that, and whatever elements will be fulfilling those properties, Navisworks will be creating a set for those. So let me show you how you can create. In Navisworks 2026, you are having a feature to directly create the search set from the properties itself. So first of all, I'm again closing this window to open the properties window. Okay, let's say I am selecting this diffuser again. Okay, and here you can see it is mentioning as a terminal supply diffuser with plenum rectangular face round neck. So this is the name of this family. In the Revit also this name we are having. Okay, full name. Now let's say if you want to create a search set, for that you have to decide which property you want to search and create as a set. Let's say if you want to create, you can search from lots of these properties. If you want to create a set with the help of this, whatever element having the same name, it will be creating a set for that. If you don't want to use this property, you want to use this one. Let's say whatever family type having a 600 into 600 and the dia of 250 neg, that a terminal I want to create as a separate set. So you can simply right click on that particular properties. You have to click here, create search set. Okay, so simply you will be clicking here and set will be created. So again you can go manage set. You can see here this set is already created, and you can also see the symbol difference. Selection set has a different symbol, search set has a different symbol. Now if we will be going to set again, so you can see all those here terminal diffuser which are having 600 by 600 size and 250 dia neck, all those are selected. So let me hide unselected. We are having some A terminal diffusion inside this building also. So if I will be doing hide selected, you can see lots of A terminals are selected which are fulfilling this same criteria. Okay, this same properties. So this feature to create directly from the properties and hide all is only available from the 2025 to 2026 Navisworks right now. So there is another method for that one. You can simply go here in the find items. Okay, you will be searching for the same properties. So what you have to do here, you have to first select your file, HVAC file, in which file you want to search. Okay, then you have to provide the conditions here. So let me select this air terminal diffuser again. So what we are selecting here, category, above from category element, so we have to select element from here. Okay, all these properties tab will be available here. We have to select the element. Then after that, now again after element we have to search for the type, because we want to create the search set with the help of type. So we have to select the type from here. So this one is already created, because lastly we have created create search set from here. So this one is already created, so the same formula will be there. Let me delete it again. If you want to see from the start, add condition, we have to select element from here. So I am searching for element, then I am searching for the type, so you can simply mention type, and here we will be looking this one type. Now condition as per your requirement, equals to, not equals to, contains what you want, this you have to decide. Right now I am using equals to, then I have to search for this 600 by 600 250 into the next. I am selecting here, then I have to do find all. So it will be searching in HVAC file this condition element everywhere, and then we can simply make it save, search set saved. So I can now mention it as a 600 by 600. For now I'm mentioning as a search set, this one search set. Okay, so simply okay, finish. So this is how you have to go into find items. You have to give some search set property, and you have to select the file, then find all, then save. Okay, done. After that you can see here in the set, in the selection tree also, this set is also created. So if I am doing hide unselected, so you can see all those air terminals are also selected in this one, and this one above we have directly created from the properties itself. And this is air terminal supply that we have created this set by picking manually. So this is by picking manually, these are created with the help of properties. Now there is one more additional benefit in the search set, that's why search set are used mostly and recommended most to create. In case of manual, we have selected 4, but in case of search set, this much are created right now, you can see here. So let's say we will be discussing about this portion, so we can easily see the difference. Right now, if I will be going to the Navis Revit file again, and I am again creating the same 600 by 600 250 dia neck diffusers again here, 1 2, okay, and 3 here I am creating with different family, 200 by 200 neck dia. Okay, again I am exporting this file HVAC NWC. So we are making some changes in the HVAC file, and we'll be going back to the Navis and let it finish first. Okay, so export is finished. We have to refresh to get the recent changes. So you can see here we are having changes. Okay, so those 3 newly added air terminals are there, 1 2 3, but whenever we are going to selection set, only those 4 are still it is selecting, it is not selecting the newly added. Same we have newly added here, it is not updated in the selection tree. Okay, but in case of search set, whatever search set, this one search set we have created, you can see those 2 counts are not there earlier, but they are automatically added in the search set, because they are having the same property of 600 by 600 into 250 dia neck. They are having the same properties, that's why they are automatically updated in the same set. This one, why not? This one you can see here why it is not added in the search set, because this is having 600 by 600 and dia 200, but the set is created which is having the dia of 250. Okay, so whatever things you are adding in the particular set, it should meet the criteria that you have given while creating the sets. So this is the difference between the sets, selection set and the search set. Now you can use those search set to view your particular file independently other than all rest of the model element. If client told you to show me only 600 by 600 250 dia neck a terminal, you can create the search set and then you can hide unselected. Okay, and that I already told you these things you cannot achieve from this standard tree here. In HVC, there will be no such option that can help you to create those things. Okay, if you want to see for the multiple levels at a multiple time, it will be easy and faster method creating such set. And also in clash detection, if you want to run the test, if you let's say if you want to run the test between, you can mention here a terminal what says pipe only, then in that case you can select your sets from here, and you can select, like if you want to run it with the full water supply, then select full water supply. If you have created the set for that particular element, you can run the test and you can check. So this is how sets are also helpful in running the clash detection also. Okay, now if you have created sets from your end and if you want to share with your friend, so he will be saving his time. So for that one, simply you will be going here and you are having an option to import and export such set. So you can share by exporting with your friend, and if your friend has created many sets for the air terminal, for the duct, for the ceiling, for many things, so he can also share with you, then you can simply import. Okay, and also the searched items, that rules you have used while creating those sets, this list also you can share, export sets, import sets. Okay, so this is all about the viewpoint. So you are having a benefit of directly creating the viewpoint searched set with the help of properties in the Navisworks 2026. Simply you have to go and you have to create search set. And if you don't want to create search set, you only want to find matching items, you can click on the find matching items. Okay, you want to list it out in the search history, you don't want to create the search set, so we have selected list it out in the create search. So if you go to create search history, find items, it is listed here, but sets are not created. So if you want to create the saved, then you can click from here and save sets. Okay, so this is all about the search set and the selection set in the Navisworks. Thanks for watching the video.